Hi peeps, welcome back for another video. This week I'm going to talk about something petrifying, nerve-wracking, horrific, horrendous. You may wonder what I mean. I'm talking about dating. Well, I find it horrendous, I find it nerve-wracking, and I find it petrifying. Always have, always will do. Particularly the first couple of dates, when I'm first meeting someone, the first, I'd say 2 or 3 dates, I feel like I'm on a job interview and I have to really keep my nerves and myself in check, because I don't know what it is. It's like some crazy switch gets flicked and I don't go nuts, I just go, I'm just not me. Everything gets the better of me. I would consider myself a quite chatty, friendly person, but for some reason on the first couple of dates, that just goes out the window. That just really just goes out the window. It's not something I ever really enjoy until I'm past that stage. I know one of my best friends, she's said a few times she's married and she's got kids now, but she does actually miss the physical thing of dating. She misses the excitement and she misses the getting ready and the getting to know you stage and all that type of stuff, and that's not something I've ever really enjoyed. Maybe I'm weird, maybe that's why I'm single, I really do not know. But coming up to, I'm 36, gonna be 37, oh I can't believe I'm saying that, in 2 months. So I have done me, without making myself sound like a floozy, I've done my fair share of dating. I've had a couple of relationships, I'd say about four-ish, that have not really lasted more than a couple of months. It's just the way things have worked out. You could call it unlucky in love, you could call it I've just not met that right person. Who knows what it is. But I have had some fair shares of some crazy, funny, mad dates in the past. One of the ones that springs to mind, and this is going to make me sound awful, but I can't actually remember who the guy was. I remember it was a tapas place in the Liverpool town centre we went to, and I love my food, absolutely adore my food. So whenever I'm in a restaurant, I'm counting down the minutes till my food comes and watching every waiter come out the door with the trays to see if it's ours. And I'm that type of person every time I go to a restaurant. And with the tapas place, they have lots and lots of little trays, and they tend to bring them out on little plates, and they tend to bring them out on a big tray. And I remember this one time watching our food come over, and it was like the world just went to slow motion. This poor waitress, I think she tripped or something slipped off the tray, but everything went absolutely everywhere. And I don't remember the guy, like I say, but I do remember that he got a load of patatas bravas all down him, and was an absolute mess. So I think that night was a write-off from there, really. Another one that springs to mind, it wasn't really a first date. I've been meeting this guy for a couple of months, and he hadn't met my friends yet, and it was one of my friends' birthdays. We went out, I remember it was a bank holiday weekend. We went out on the Saturday night for my friend's birthday, local to us up in Ormskirk. Few drinks, few drinks led to cocktails, blah 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 blah. Got very drunk. With it being a bank holiday, we decided to make a weekend of it. He stayed at mine, and we were going to go make an adventure of it, and we went to Chester Zoo. We were going to go to Chester Zoo the day after. Woke up, and I was okay at first. A little fragile, a little fuzzy, but not that bad. And then managed to make breakfast. As the morning went on, the hangover just started creeping up on me, and I was just getting rougher and rougher as the morning went on. And but didn't want to be a bore and cancel going to Chester Zoo. So trooped on, managed to get ready, get in the car to go to Chester Zoo, and it's about an hour's drive away. Get about, I'd say, half an hour away, and the cold sweats come. Start to feel horrendous. I was just thinking to myself, I can't tell him, I just can't tell him, I just can't do it, I just can't tell him how rough I'm feeling. And managed to get him to pull over in a petrol station. Went to the toilet. Vomited everywhere in the toilet. Well, not everywhere, but vomited. The hangover basically hit me like a train. Freshened myself up, downed a loads of water, load of chewies, load of mints, freshened myself up, got back in the car. Was thinking, I can get away with this, I feel okay now, I can carry on. And then about 10 minutes later, I remember specifically we hit a roundabout in the car, and then the wall hit me again, and I just ended up vomiting all over myself, all in the footwell of his car. I just couldn't believe it. I was just ashamed. I remember just hanging my head in absolute shame, could not believe it that I'd done it. And to be fair to him, he was a decent guy. He was just laughing. He was just laughing. Lo and behold, we did go to Chester Zoo. Went back to his, passed out on his couch. But he mustn't have felt that bad for me, because he made me clean it up and then pay for his car to be valeted, so he mustn't have felt that bad for me. So you name it, it's happened on my dating disasters. It's been eventful. The total epitome of how unlucky I am, you could say, is when I think it was possibly the same guy. My sister was pregnant with my niece at the time, and we were going out, ended up crashing at his for the first time. Morning after, my phone was downstairs. Morning after, he went home, sure, I can hear your phone going, I think it's been going all morning. I was like, oh, why didn't you tell me? He was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if your sister's gone into labour? And my heart just dropped, absolutely dropped. Lo and behold, my sister had been ringing me since 4 o'clock that morning. She'd gone into labour with my niece. The first time I stay out at someone's in years, and that happens to me. Didn't even get breakfast in bed. Just sums up my luck. just absolutely sums it up. I'm just jinxed. You could say I'm jinxed. But the last few, I'd say, relationships I've had have been online. That's just the way of the world these days, isn't it? It's a internet ruled world, and that itself, online dating, is just a whole bag of crazy. I miss the days of just being able to go out, have a few drinks with your mates, and just bumping into someone, or just having a cheeky look at someone on the dance floor, and or bumping into someone on purpose and all that type of stuff. I miss all that. I miss that. I miss being young. I miss being young so much. But you name it, with internet dating, it happens. Oh, not been well and truly catfish, but people have spoke to people and then they've just disappeared. I've been speaking to people and then they just, out of the blue, just ask you something strange. I got a message the other day, out of the blue, saying, on the site I'm on at the minute, "Hi Debs, are you strong?" Are you strong? Whatever you're into, that's not my thing. Oh God, you name it, it goes on. I found that particularly on the free sites, that they are a bit more of a free for all. It's not as, because it's free, there's no limitations. I've found you definitely can get anyone and everyone on there. The sites I have met my last few boyfriends on have been more of the, you could say, more, how would you describe them? That you pay for the site, those sites. Bit more limited, bit more, I find they weed out the people that mess you about a bit more when you pay. But on the other hand, they're bloody expensive. I really don't understand why these sites have to be so expensive. Especially at the minute when there's a lot more people online and a lot more people in that situation. You think they'd be able to just give a bit more and make them more affordable for everyone. But no, they're ridiculous amounts a month. Back again, guys. Sorry, I realised I was getting a major amount of glare there and I don't know how to fix it. So we'll just troop on like this, I think. I hope. Yeah, what was I saying? I was giving some examples, wasn't I? Online examples of some classic lines. Another one. Well, not even a classic line. An online dating experience. Been talking to it. This was about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. 2016. 15, 16, so maybe 4 years ago. And been speaking to a guy for a couple of weeks. Ended up meeting up, having a really, really, really nice night. Dead nice night. And then the day after, I just get a text saying, "I'm really sorry, I can't see you again. You're this bit of me sister." I couldn't even be mad at that, because that's just bizarre. I'm exactly like my photos. I don't believe I'm giving like a false portrayal. It's not like I looked completely different than my photos. I put current photos on whenever I'm online and stuff like that as well. So they were his issues. Didn't want anything to do with that, so I was glad I got an escape from that, to be honest. But yeah, I'm back online at the minute. I'm giving it a go. You can but try. One of my best friends met a husband on there, so I know it does work. I know there's hope. And while lockdown's happening, it's my only option, so it's not like I can go out and meet a lot of people. It's just a worry about being older, a worry about have I missed the boat, I must have I been too picky in the past, I worry about a lot of different things, and then I think there's no point in thinking about the past. I can't control anything about the past. I've just got to believe that stuff happens for a reason, and it didn't work out with previous relationships for a reason. And it's a whole new ballgame now being older. Like, I'm more than likely gonna meet someone that maybe has the only term that comes to mind is baggage, but it's not baggage as such. They might have previous marriages, they might have children, so it's just a different type of dating now in your late 30s than I want to accept. I don't want to be this old. Or maybe I'm just destined, like I've always said, and I will continue to say until it happens, I am destined to meet and marry David Beckham. Sorry, Victoria, he's mine. We're meant to be. It's written in the stars and all that jazz. He's meant to be my husband. He's my first love. Adore him. But yeah, I'll keep giving it a go. I'll keep having the faith. Let me know any of your dating disasters, your online dating stories. I've confessed about vomiting, so you've got to give me something back, guys, to make me feel like I'm not a complete and utter tool. Yeah, let me know anything funny, any funny tales. I hope this is a bit more of a light-hearted video. Stay tuned for more videos. Got the link to my Instagram below. Go check me out on Instagram. Don't forget to like the video. While you're there, might as well subscribe, no harm. And ding the notification bell as well. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.